Patrick Kinyanjui. I am working with the Minister of Agriculture, and I am in the NAGRIP project, and we are dealing with 4 value chains in Nakuru County. There is the dairy value chain, we have potato value chain, we have chicken value chain, and finally we have apiculture value chain. Now, in chicken value chain, where we are collaborating with Heifer International, we are dealing with stakeholders across the county and even across the country. And what we have been able to do here in Nakuru County is that we have been able to form a Nakuru County Poultry platform, and which we have representative in this meeting, and we brought all the stakeholders in that platform, including the processors, including the producers, the feed manufacturers, the marketers, the traders, the transporters, and they came together and identified the challenges that are there in the potato value chain, and they were also able to come up with proposed solutions for those challenges. And from there we were able to form to select producer organizations which we are working with. So we have selected 2 producer organizations in the county. One of them is called Bahati Sub-County Poultry Farmer Cooperative Society, and there is the next one which is called Njoro Sub-County Poultry Farmer Cooperative Society, and they have been identified to work with the NAGRIP and with other stakeholders. There are those activities that they are currently doing, and we have also been able to identify the challenges that are locking that value chain, and therefore ours is to look at the solutions that will be able to unlock the value chain in the poultry value chain. And therefore we have been able to identify several investment areas for the 2 producer organizations, and they've written proposals to us, and we are going to fund the 2 producer organizations towards their investments. We are so far, I think we are going to work with Heifer so that we can be able to look at what we can be able to collaborate with them, and especially to unlock the value chain. Yes.
You said you have identified the challenges that you can mention.
Mainly the challenges in the poultry value chain is on the cost of the feed. The feeds are very high. Those people who are in that value chain, they will tell you, nilikuwa nataka kuweka kuku lakini bei ya kuku iko juu sana. The other challenge is in the marketing. The marketing of that value chain is unstructured. There is no structured marketing for the cuckoos, for the mayais, and so on and so forth. And therefore, that is the biggest challenge. Those are the 2 biggest challenges. Of course, there are diseases and outbreaks, but those we can manage. But what we need to put in place is where the farmers can be able to get cost-effective feeds, quality feeds for the chicken, and they have market. If we are able to address those 2 areas, I think we will have done quite a huge achievement for the value chain.
Kwa majina najulikana kama Nathani Lotino. Mimi nafanya kazi na shirika la Heifer International. Heifer International ni shirika la NGO, ama ni shirika ambalo halishughuliki kwa ajili ya biashara na mapato. Wanatoa huduma kwa ajili ya kusaidia wananchi. Heifer International wanazo miradi tofauti, na kwa sasa hivi niko kwenye mradi wa Hatching Hope Kwa kidogo nikielezea, inamaanisha kuangua matumaini, lakini inaegemea upande wa kukuza kuku. Mimi ni afisa wa kukuza biashara ama business development. Shughuli ama mradi wa hatching hoop imeletwa ili kuweza kubadilisha maisha ya wananchi wa mapato ya chini walioko sehemu za mashambani na vile vile wale walioko sehemu za mijini. Mradi huu awamu ya kwanza ambayo inalenga kaunti 7 imegawanywa katika miongo miwili. Nafasi ya kwanza inashughulika katika zile kaunti za mashambani ambazo ni Kisumu, Siaya, Homa Bay na vile vile Migori, na sehemu ya pili inashughulikia wale wakulima ambao wako mijini na itakuwa Eldoret, Nakuru na Nairobi. Tunazo njia tofauti ama njia mbili ambazo mifumo miwili ambazo tumeamua tutatumia kuweza kudhibiti kufikia malengo ya mradi huu. Katika sehemu za magharibi, wale wakulima ambao wako mashambani tumefanya kuwaunganisha katika vikundi mbalimbali ambazo tunaita producer organization ama ni vikundi vya wazalishaji. Kwa jumla ni vikundi vyote ni 25 na vinao wakulima 1600. Huku mijini tunajaribu kutafuta wale ambao wakulima wa kibinafsi ama kwenye vikundi, tunawaleta pamoja na tunafanya kazi tukishirikiana na watengenezaji wa vyakula vya kuku na wasambazaji wa vyakula hivyo, yani manufacturers of feeds pamoja na distributors. Na hii tunaita distributor model. Tunahakikisha wale watengenezaji ambao wanatengeneza vyakula vya kuku ama lishe ya mifugo ambayo ina uhali ya ubora ambao tumedhibitisha, na tunawaunganisha na wale wakulima ili waweze kulisha wale kuku na chakula kilicho bora na kuzalisha kufikisha kiwango ambacho kinatakikana. Sasa hivi tunafanya kazi kama nilivyosema katika kaunti 3 za mijini na mojawapo ni Nakuru. Tunapokuja kwenye kaunti yoyote, kitu cha kwanza ni tunabisha kwa wenyeji ambao ni serikali ya kaunti, na tuna awamu ya kwanza kama tulivyofanya leo ni kuleta washikadau wote katika sekta ya uzalishaji ya kuku waje pamoja tujadiliane. Kwa hivyo kongamano la leo ni kuleta washikadau wa sekta ya kuku, ufugaji wa kuku Nakuru County. Tumewaleta pamoja ili tuwe na, kwanza kabisa ni kujuana, ya pili ni tuweze kushirikishana na kujua ni changamoto gani zipo kila mchezaji ama kila mtoa huduma katika ile sekta anapatana nayo akiwa hapa Nakuru, ili tuweze kupata njia mwafaka ya kuendelea mbele. Na ndiyo sababu tumefika hapa. Mmeona imefunguliwa na katibu mkuu katika wizara ya kaunti ya kilimo, na vile amesoma taarifa yake kwa niaba ya waziri wa kaunti, na tunao wawakilishi wa sekta mbalimbali katika sehemu ya ufugaji, ambapo unapata kuna wakulima, kuna wanaoangua mayai, kuna wanaotengeneza vifaa, kuna watafiti wa sekta ya serikali kama KALRO. Wote wako hapa na tunasubiri watakaporejea kutoka kwenye nafasi ya mapumziko kidogo, waje watueleze kwa kila sekta, tupate changamoto ni nini na muafaka na njia ya kuendelea mbele ni. Kazi kubwa ama shughuli kubwa ya Heifer International ambayo inafanya ni kutoka kwa wahisani, wametafuta rasilimali kidogo ambazo wameweka ili kufacilitate ama kuwezesha ili kongamano lifanyike, na kuwezesha washikadau wote waje pamoja waweze kupata kitu ambacho kinajulikana kwa Kiingereza homegrown solutions to local problems. Kwa hivyo hatujakuja kama Heifer tukiwa na solution ambazo tunawalimbikizia. Sisi tunawapa nafasi, tumetoa hisani leo facilitation ama sponsor ya kuleta washikadau pamoja. Matumaini yetu ni kwamba kongamano hili likiendelea, kesho yake itakuwa ni mshikadau mwingine ambaye ataweza kutoa ufadhili ama udhamini, na baadaye iwe ni kitu ambacho wanafanya wenyewe na anaweza wakajisimamia.
Labda you clarify about the models. Mbona model fulani itumike Nakuru, nyingine itumike Kisumu ama Nairobi?
Okay. So under the Hatching Hope Kenya, which is a project for intervening or poverty eradication, livelihood improvement using the poultry value chain, Heifer International, under the phase 1 of the pilot project, has identified 2 regions, and these 2 regions are going to be organized, and the project is going to be implemented using 2 different models. The 2 regions are the rural counties of Kisumu, Siaya, Homa Bay, and Migori, and we also have identified another urban sector, and the urban sector is going to be around Nakuru, Nairobi, and Eldoret. As you're aware, Eldoret is in Uasin Gishu County. Now, in the rural sectors, in the rural counties, we are going to implement the project using a program called producer organization. Producer organization or farmer-owned agro-businesses. So the enterprises and the agri-businesses that are owned by farmers are organized into groups, very structured groups called producer organization. In total, we are targeting 1,600 members under 25 producer organizations, and we even have as the Hatching Hope project, we have a memorandum of understanding with each of these producer organizations, which entails what our role is, what is their role, and how the kind of support that we are going to give them, so that they are able to meet the target of producing poultry as per the vision of the project, depending on the enterprise. And for this, we have 3 main enterprises. The first one is improved kienyeji, or improved indigenous breed, as for meat and eggs. We also have broilers and we have layers. And you will realize that in the rural areas, they do more of the improved indigenous than the broilers and the layers. Now, when it comes to the urban and peri-urban regions, the 3 areas are organized differently, and we are going to implement the project using a model called distributor model. Distributor model, we are basically looking at the feed manufacturer and the agro dealers, or the people they distribute through, and the farmers that they serve. So we are going to mobilize farmers around the feed manufacturers and distributors. The feed manufacturers and distributors have been assessed before, and we have engaged them, and just to ensure that we have those who are producing feeds of consistent quality, and they are also able to give technical support to farmers, and we can complement that activity so that farmers do not suffer losses related to poor quality feeds. And so these are the 2 models that you're going to implement the project using, the producer organization in the rural counties and the distributor model in the urban counties, so that we are able to, by the end of the phase 1 of the project, we have achieved the objectives of the project as envisaged in the first document.
Sasa hivi the project Hatching Hope imefikia wapi?
Okay. Kwa saizi naweza nikasema hatujafikia ule upeo tulikuwa tunatarajia, kwa sababu kalenda yetu ilikandamizwa na COVID. Kama tumechelewa kama miezi 6, wakati ilibidi hatuwezi tukatoka nje, hatuwezi tukafanya mikutano. Kwa hivyo kwa saizi bado tuko kwenye awamu ya kwanza ya kuleta washikadau wote pamoja, waweze kuelewana, tuandike mikataba ya mapatano, yani memorandum of understanding, ndio tuweze kujua ni kama ni wanaotoa huduma za kifedha, financial institution, wanawapa akina nani, na hawa wakulima wako wapi, wameshirikishwa vipi, na wana uwezo gani ama wana mahitaji gani. So this is the strategic phase of introduction, networking and linkages, and we are also doing vetting, background check, and trying to establish frameworks of engagement with the key sector players. after which we hope by the end of the year we should be able to roll off the project, where now once the linkages are complete, then the activities can start, and we remain behind as facilitators. Remember, one of the things that we are strongly looking at is to move away from the traditional NGO operation to where we can be facilitators of market system development. Once we do a proper market system development, then at the exit of the project, the whole sector can roll on its own, based on its own fuel, on its own ideas and vested interests that are within the project.
When was the project initiated in the country, and apart from the counties you are in, do you envisage to maybe expand to the remaining counties across the country?
Okay, the project was first of all launched in 2020. So it's supposed to run 2019-2020 financial year, 2020, 21, 21, and 20 up to 2022. Right? That's the first phase. If that is successful, then we'll go to the next phase of another 3 years. Okay, and it's supposed to run for 12 years. This project is currently, the pilot phase is only being conducted in 3 countries in the world: India, Kenya, and Mexico. Okay, we are trying to catch up with the time, so that we recover the time lost to the COVID pandemic. It is in the hope that once the phase 1 is successful, first of all, we'll use that as a launching pad to cover the entire country. Remember the 3 pathway: through production, through awareness creation, and through creating strategic linkages. So we'll move from the pilot counties to the entire country, and then from the entire country to the whole region. And hoping that Kenya will be now the hub for Africa, Mexico will be the hub for the Central Americas.
I'm from the Directorate of Livestock Production, Nakuru County. I'm standing in currently for the Director, Livestock Production, who is on leave. So came here to hold this workshop to sensitize the Nakuru people on the entry of Heifer International into Nakuru County to come work in promotion of the poultry industry. Our job as a county department of livestock, we offer extension services, that is livestock extension services, and our sister department of veterinary services offer disease control and all that pertains health and welfare of animals. So we work together, the 2 departments, to ensure that we have increased performance of livestock, not just poultry. So basically that's what we do. Now we have a wealth of knowledge in terms of technical capacity. So basically when Heifer comes in to join us in this endeavor to increase production of poultry in this county, what we input in this project is mainly the technical aspect of poultry production. That is breeding, that is nutrition, that is welfare, that is disease control, and all that will ensure that we have increased productivity. Mm-hmm. Also, we have a wealth of knowledge in food safety. Presently we have a policy on food safety. So we'll be having this poultry. Once we have this poultry that we have increased productivity, then we'll ensure that we have slaughterhouses. These slaughterhouses will be managed well so that we ensure that there's food security, because that's food security and food safety. That is very important. Otherwise, then we'll not have a healthy nation. Maybe you might not be aware, but we have diseases that can be transmitted from humans to livestock and vice versa. So food safety situation is to ensure that we have products that are safe for our population. Yes. I think I'll tell farmers that we will endeavor to have an environment where they'll be able to improve their livelihoods. Because with Heifer International coming in now, we'll be able to forge ahead in terms of market linkages, access of financial services through banks or SMEs and all that. So I think I would encourage them because there are opportunities in terms of the population that is high for the feed, and also in terms of the markets, and also in terms of the safety part of it. Yes.